What is up? Thanks for tuning in. I'm Tang StarCraft here with a ZvZ replay analysis. And it's going to be Kurin Kuji, our hero, spawning in the top right as the red Zerg. And we got our opponent, the King of Blades, Kerrigan's husband, Kerrigan's boo. So I know for a fact that Kurin Kuji is going to be opting for some early aggression, and yes, we do see that quick gas. Give me one sec, just going to double check the volume here. Perfect. Okay. Throwing out the pleasantries, love to see that. I feel like it gives you a mindset advantage if you're in a good mood. So that's great. Extractor trick squeezing out a drone, getting up that Overlord next, and this is looking like a pretty solid opening. I guess drone scouting here just to see where the opponent is. I think that's pretty smart. Going to cross spawn first, so that'll be good. I wonder if he'll poke in and see the gas and stuff, or whether he just wants to see the hatch and basically see exactly where the opponent is. But either way, we get the Lings coming right away. Queen, speed, awesome. And yep, just poking in, seeing the hatch, and knowing where to go with these Lings. So are we going to get that expansion cancelled? That's what I really want to see. That's the damage that we're looking for. Very appropriately timed expansion. Good injects. Overlord next. Ooh, extractor trick and then the Overlord. Good. This is going well. Damage is getting done. Ooh, a couple Lings there getting picked off for cheap. But yeah, I want to... Maybe a little miss micro there. Maybe 4 or whatever could have been always attacking, and then pull just a couple more off to deal with these Lings. And now that he's got 6 here, you kind of need all of them. All your Lings. Oh, a nice speed stun though. It's so close. With the reinforcements, maybe we can kill the Lings and the Queen? Lings first, probably. I'm delaying a little bit here. Need to kill those Lings. Yeah, reinforcements. That's not the engagement we want. Oh, no. So I think there, earlier, we should have been just engaging his Zerglings a little harder. And not going for the Queen until later. Like, the Queen's a nice snipe, but not when this many Zerglings are attacking you. Like, you have enough here. Well, actually, you don't have enough here. So right now it's like 8 on 7. And that's not really going to be good because he's going to have this Queen back here doing damage. And you don't have enough Lings to go and surround and kill this Queen with these Lings being here. But with these two, like, that's when it's starting to be close. When it's these 10 on these 7, even with the Queen in the back, that's when it's starting to be close. And I think with a couple more... No, I don't know. It's awfully close. I think, though, like, right here is where he spread off with his Lings. And if you had pulled up and just fought these and surrounded and killed them, it would have gone a lot better. This is what really, really hurts us. Like, it would have been better here just not to go for any kind of fight, just to keep the Lings alive. Because what's happening is a lot of them aren't even attacking anything. They're just trying to get to this Queen. And luckily for him, the Queen's nice and walled in with the Lings, so you're not getting a lot of surface area, and a lot of Lings aren't attacking. So again, you want to be prioritizing Ling on Ling fights, and like with the, especially when you have that speed and he doesn't, you can wrap around and kill and really take good cost-efficient trades, Ling on Ling. So prioritize that a bit more, because this was really the reinforcement with all the current Lings that you had. That was how you were going to break him. And if you had just quickly killed a couple of his Lings there and then met with these reinforcements, I think you could have surrounded, killed all his Lings, killed this Queen, and got the hatch. What's the response though? Into the Baneling nest, okay. The problem is, yeah, our opponent's starting to get to the high drone count. So it's going to be tough. This is pretty all in from here. And like with the Baneling nest finishing and the spine finishing, your opponent hasn't cut corners. I don't mind this as a follow-up. It's just, unfortunately, I don't think we did enough damage early on to win with this. But we'll see. Can we pull a miracle? It really doesn't look like it. King of Blades knows what's up. Oh! So close. Well, nice connection there, actually. What's that put us at? About even income? But yeah, the problem is our opponent just has so much army now. Look at the supply. one Baneling. Unfortunately, not enough. This is good, though, getting the defense up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Like, I actually think these should all be Lings. Just because your opponent has map control. see how much these veins do. This will be a tough defense. Oh. Yeah, I think there you want to be avoiding things like clumping up 4 banelings, maybe doing 2 at a time, like sending 2 down this ramp, 2, 2, 2, and that would really make it tough for him to move up here. And it would just spread out your banelings a little bit more. Yeah, tough to come back from here. It was a good hold from your opponent. I think you did have a chance to do more damage with lings, just to kill some of his slow lings a little earlier, then wrap around and kill that queen. We'll look at one more game. Well, this guy's got the cool portrait, the Overmind. It's the one I use myself. Alright. So once again, we have the same spawns and same colors, I think. Good luck, have funs. We see the same build of the current Kuji. The same scout. And will we get the same result? So far the build's been really good. And yeah, force the cancel, okay. Oh, even gets the queen and forcing like killing workers, delayed mining time. What's our opponent building? Roaches. So maybe we'll be on a little bit of a timer here. And we'll try to keep a couple of these lings alive, but this is looking great. This is already looking good. And with the expansion almost done, like even though you're a little behind in workers, you'll pull ahead from here. Are you still building lings? Yeah, but I think you should be thinking about getting some drones out pretty soon. Love that you went up to the second queen, like, and we're definitely going to need an overlord, but I think no later than that, you should be into drones, refilling this gas, and probably getting up to a roach warren of your own. You don't want to be too far behind. This is great. Oh yeah, more workers? Are you kidding me? Didn't lose too many lings, killed all this stuff. Awesome. Only issue, haven't refilled the gas, haven't started droning. I would say these lings are the ones that are starting to be in excess. And you'd be better off just getting the drones that you need to fill up this gas and maybe get up to 16 in the main or close to it. But yeah, this is great. Pulling the queen down after the second inject to the expansion, you'll line up the third inject, so great. Just missing overlord and drones. Also, that was just really nice decision making in terms of the lings there, not trading when it wasn't good, but then picking off some drones when there were opportunities to. Even this breaking the rocks I think is fine. I think that's good. But maybe you want to watch the front. Oh, I guess this overlord's here, so you're good. Yeah, still no gas refilled, still no extra drones, so I think we're falling a little bit behind, not taking advantage of the lead. There we go, though. There's the 5 drones. Just could have been a little earlier. Yeah, definitely want to be poking in and seeing, still no expansion, and that's why I'd really be like getting this gas filled and getting the roach warren up. Maybe even going to second gas, but not yet. Like, you need more drones first. Like, this is alarming. Definitely need to be seeing lots more in production here. The spine is good, but still to be droning throughout all this. Can't just build the spine. Spending these larvas. Maybe this many lings can snipe this. You get it right about when it starts. Yeah. Oh, so worth it. But losing a few extra lings here that you didn't need to. That is actually a bit of a problem, but otherwise, that was a really nice snipe. Now I think you just want to make a couple roaches. Yeah, and still be droning though. Like, you have extra money here. And you have extra minerals, not enough gas. Make what you can in roaches, you know, get a good roach count here with the spine in the front and stuff. But all that extra money should be going into drones all throughout this game. Like, I think there's no reason by now you shouldn't be at least like 8, 10, 12, maybe more at the expansion. Second spine even, fine, but keep the drones going. That's the big emphasis. There we go. There's some drones. Yeah, like, lots of time here where I feel like there's been the minerals, there's been the larva, there has even been the supply, and just not the building of the drone. So that needs to be a priority in your follow-ups here. Overlords could see 1 or 2 here, not to get blocked. I think we pulled ahead, right? Yep. A little bit. Ooh, need extra overlords, especially. I gotta be careful with those rallies. I think he could have got both. But that's okay, yeah, we can build a bunch more. And our opponent's just starting to saturate our expansion. We're really not, and I think that's a bit of a mistake. I think the expansion really should be at 16 out of 16 by now, for sure. Even if the main is at like 12 or something like that, you prioritize, I think, the expansion minerals here. Even the second gas I don't mind, but just could have done it off of more drones, like upwards of like 30, 35 drones. And you're getting that second gas. We're only at 23, and that's really not enough to fill it. I like the third. I like the drones. And I wonder what the follow-up's going to be. Since we have this big of an army, I think it should probably be just like a roach follow-up. What I'd like to see here, if it were me, is a continuing of the drones up to about 41. Is that right? Like a fully saturated 2 bases on the minerals, which is 32, and then 3 gas, which is 9. So a total of 41 drones. And that's going to let you hit like a roach timing of about 20-ish roaches and ravagers, and then the rest tons of speedlings. Really nice mid-game timing. Absolutely kills them before upgrades are done. Roach speed +1. Or even a Spire. Kill them before mutas. So we'll see what's on the agenda here. A little oversaturating of the main, and that's troubling because the main minerals are going to get really low in the back here. This one's already at 105, so super low. Whereas these ones here, so much extra. So really want to prioritize this base. Even could be transferring a bunch over to the third now. Roach production here, I think that's fine. I would love to see a scout. Yeah, okay, this is good. But see, our opponent's going to be getting that Spire, and that's why you want to be hitting a timing about now. How many drones are we at? Ugh, if I could ever hit it. Okay, so that's perfect. With the big round of drones that you made, that's going to put us at about 41. It did go up to the lair, so I would argue for a pre-lair timing, something like no Evo chamber, no lair until after your first big game, mid-game attack. Because you can really hit a nice timing around, with your build, maybe like 7-8 minutes, about this time actually, with just masses of roaches and lings and ravagers. And I think you could kill him. Like, you look at your opponent, he does not have a whole lot. Imagine this timing was hitting with like 5-6 more roaches and like tons of speedlings off of these 3 hatcheries, which are just constantly injecting and making lings. You could absolutely overwhelm and kill this player. Like, killing that third is great, though. I think you're securing a nice lead. The Spire worries me. Especially because we don't have a huge lead. Like, actually behind a little bit in workers. The Spire does worry me. I agree, actually, with not going for this engagement up this narrow ramp. Like, especially now that he's had time to build up so many units. Going around and getting a better engagement, it would be better. Over here is a little more spread out. I feel like should still be taking a fight over here. Getting used to those, yeah, bios. This is actually fine because he's more fat, but oh no, the mutas are out, and that sets us on the timer, doesn't it? This is slowly turning into not a very good trade. Yeah, with this game, I really feel we missed the opportunity there to end the game before those mutas were even out. Like, just more of a committed, hard attack off of, like, just more roaches. More lings. I think he had ling speed, right? Yeah, from very early. But now, I always feel like you're playing from catch-up when you get into this spot against mutas. I like what you're doing. Lots of spores. Even the roaches I agree with, because he could come with lings. And then building lots of queens I think is great. Even going up to the Spire yourself, it's just, doesn't it always feel like you're playing catch-up if they get to mutas first? This might be a situation you go for the Infestor route instead. Even Vipers. Yeah, so they don't have a fourth, but we're in this spot where we're going to slowly fall behind. And not really have a way to punish our opponent. Yeah, so many mutas. Oof, 20 mutas before you start one. Need to be taking these gases and probably a fourth to stay even. But it's so hard to do it. Look at this army. can maybe hold. Doesn't look good. But that Spore helping out a lot. Huh? Gonna be able to push it back. The problem is just like the gas count. Like your opponent's gonna be on 3 bases worth of gas. They're gonna take a 4th and get the gas there. And they'll just scale way ahead of you the longer this game goes. Yeah, so honestly, just to quickly recap, I don't even think there's too much value going through the rest of the game because you're at quite a big muta deficit. Maybe I'll quickly 8x it. But the big thing I want to emphasize would be in the mid-game, just hitting a stronger timing off of the 3 hatcheries. Pre-lair, pre-upgrade, just a straight-up big timing. Because it's not all in. You'll have your 3rd base behind it. You can drone up. You can take all the gas. You can move into your lair tech in mid-game. But it just keeps builds in check, and you avoid situations like this, where your opponent just gets the Spire super early. And like if you kill them while the Spire is building, then it's easy, but if you don't, it just makes it into a really hard game. So we'll see if the Infestors and the Hive are going to be enough. It would really come down to that. You would need some really nice Fungals and Parasitic Cloud. Parasitic Cloud. Parasitic Bomb. Gonna be awfully tough. Well, we got a lot of mutas. What's the muta count at? And we're actually getting Vipers, so maybe this is a miracle comeback game. Pretty close. Only behind by 6. Our opponent has a lot of gas, though. I don't know what they're gonna put that into. Maybe Infestors? Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of workers. Oh, that hurts. I think you have to replenish it at this point, as much as it sucks. Maybe the Ultralisk Cavern, too? I'd be thinking about Vipers in the Ultra Cavern. And the gases, yeah, perfect. This will be really interesting. It's almost like casters against casters. Infestors against Vipers. I don't really know who wins. Oh, I gotta be so careful with the fungal. I don't know about this. You know, oh boy, and now with the fungals, this is really devastating. But I think if you are gonna go for a Spore fight like this, you might want a Blinding Cloud. Right, like you might even be able to blind both Spores, and then your Mutas could kill it no problem. But you gotta be so careful when these Infestors are there. Now I think you have to kill these. Yeah, I think you should turn around there and just killed that Spore. Maybe Blinding Clouded it. Oh, the Spore got so much damage done to your Mutas. Oh boy. This counterattack, though. Yeah, I'd probably like to see Ultralisks, honestly. Or more Mutas. Or Vipers. Well, we'll see how this fight goes. This is kind of going to determine it. If you get some good clouds, he could kill his muta count. The muta count's all he really has going for him. Can we get a... Oh, that's his. Ha! I guess he can't fungal it. Nice. Oh, no. Hydra's now, too. No. Well, you could actually kill this very easily, yeah. I like that he snipes your Vipers, though, so maybe could have kept those alive, but oh, boy. Yeah, like, I didn't mind jumping on those Hydras like he did, but needed to keep the Vipers alive just to Blinding Cloud this. Oh, Blinding Cloud. Parasitic Bomb this. That's the only way to deal with this army. Can we get some Vipers out? Probably not. GG. Cool. Yeah, so I think just that mid game is really going to help keep your opponent in check. Big, nice Roach Ravager Ling timing, and you'll kill them if they go for a Spire. Cool. Well, good luck in your games, and I'll catch you next time.